Hello there and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky, second chapter. I am the RNGenius, but you may call me Eric. And Estelle's with Joshua. I don't think I need to explain much more. Like, if you've missed the last episode, you're doing this to yourself. Without further ado, I'm going to head to... I don't want to fight a Vanguard right now, sorry. The gate is shut tight. I'll, hijack the terminal? No? Well, I'm probably lucky. We don't want to, well, fall down 8,000 arch, do we? Another one like these? Another one of these, huh? Where does this lead? Don't attack me. Well, this is a gargantuan facility. Ah, darn it. I wasn't exactly surprised. I was just trying to run away, you know.
That's that thing.
Joshua does seem quite composed. But, you know, there's hardly been any feelings between him and Estelle as of this moment, so... I am curious what is about to happen, and I hope I can get there fast. I'm not trying to avoid fights, you know. Proxy puppet. You don't understand how hard it is to come up with 500 unique treasure chest phrases. You didn't have to come up with them. You wanted to come up with them. This certainly is quite the maze, though. And I really like these intersections, you know? I love them, in fact. Well, thanks, buddy. Oh, that's the first time there wasn't one of these. Okay. We got there. Ready. Ah, I see. Oh. My reaction timing is not up for this.
That's that thing.
Calm the friend on. Can't do this to me. That's blocked off. Was there really no way to go over here? There's gots to be a way. Oh, they turned around. Good. Come on. I checked all the other 3 options we had. Good. That's blocked off as always. Now what's up here? Nothing. Glad I checked. I do feel like I've missed another chest here. Not that that does any... Not that that has any impact on anything, but still. By the way, we are trying to get to an... hijack a flying vessel, so to say. think we wouldn't need to rest here. Oh yeah, I touched that door to take 10 damage. It's not a door, it's a fence, but still. Holy! Since when does an airship have its own landing port? Yes, the Crimson Ark, the glorious pride of the society, is meant to be a mothership of sorts. It can provide berthing to up to 12 smaller vessels. That's unbelievable! I secured a ship earlier for our escape. It's in the hangar farthest in. Got it. You didn't see me. Why not take this ship? Why can we fight all these things? You're a bit late, aren't you? You! Campanella. Joshua, how cold! You have that nice long heart-to-heart with Löwe and you don't even stop to say hello to your old friend, Campanella? I didn't think you were still on the ship. Let me guess, you knew I was coming this way. Well, I am the one the Grand Maester sent to observe the plan. It is my job to notice more than the others do, after all. It is impressive, though. You've changed quite a bit in the, what, half-decade since last we met. You've become much more of a man, huh? And you literally haven't changed at all. Even your appearance is exactly the same, as though you haven't aged a day. Well, I make sure I never skip my daily skincare after all. I've heard you enjoy a good romp in the dress every now and then. Perhaps I could introduce you to some cosmetics? Could you be more aggravating? You were waiting here for us because you wanted to fight, right? Just fight us already. Oh my goodness, what a strong little kid. I wondered what kind of girl would pluck your heart like a grape, Joshua. She's a good match for you, huh? Who plucked whose heart like... forget yourself. I forget myself, though. Your proper girlfriend is that bandit girl, isn't it? Oh, Joshua, you're such a stud. That's quite enough of your nonsense. I have no idea how you even know about Josette, but either way. Our abilities in combat should be about the same, and I doubt Estelle will just sit idly by. Do you still intend to stop us by force? No, that wasn't my intent at all. As I said, I'm simply here to observe the plan unfold. I have no duty to impede you too directly. What? Really? Then why bother waiting for us here? To say my farewells, of course. But you know, just saying goodbye isn't very exciting at all. So I thought I'd help make your escape story a bit more riveting. What? The pale Apache flying orbital puppet. The society already has working models. And so the new obstacle arises to block the reunited heroes. How will this affect their legend? Let's find out. Pale Apache, 15,000 HP. And a bunch of small fries. Evil Eye, True Dual Strike. Enhanced Flicker, Penetrate and Attack Delay. KO 20% is not gonna do much. I'm gonna use that on him. Ooh, that damage is not that good. I don't know. Next time. This time I'm going to use Death Scream to murder all the small fries. Thanks for knocking me out of there. Well, yeah. Knocking Joshua out of the area of effect. But then again, we might be able to stop his crafts. No, I don't need to, actually. Estelle's gonna have another turn. Let's see, though. Do you have Impede? No, you don't. Oh, stop drilling, please. This is important. Well, that was one hell of a cannon, wasn't it? No? Well, didn't think so. Arts, you get Napalm Breath. Tier 3 fire, that's good. You do the same. Actually, I should have clocked up Joshua, that's okay. Joshua is better in terms of arts than Estelle, isn't he? Yep. I think tier 3 fire attack is still better than dark matter. I'm not confident about that, but I do think so. What is that thing doing anyways? Let's see if we can orbital down it. No, clock down. Ah, orbital down seems good as well. Let's see if we can clock down that thing. Probably resistant against it, but I might as well try, right? Speed down, never mind! He's probably the only enemy in existence who isn't immune against that. I'd be quite proud of that machine. It's able to walk left and right, and even up front a little bit. Not particularly fast at this moment, but that's quite the machine. Quite the machine, like I said. Boy, that was rough.
Not done yet.
I think that's enough. Yeah, math wasn't so hard, was it? Well done, well done. I expected no less of Joshua, but the Missy really, the Missy is really very good as well. You enough of your stupid messing around. Now, there's no need to be so angry. Anyway, it is time for the fool whose act is done to exit stage right. What? Well then, you two. Let's meet again soon. He's gone. That's just a little escape trick he knows. Don't worry about it. More importantly... Hey, you sure they came this way? Didn't you hear the sounds, idiot? No doubt about it. Estelle, we have to hurry. You're right. Lock the door. I'll get the ship launched immediately. Got it. Activation key recognized. Confirmation code entered. And here we go. Whoa! I'm operating the hatch via remote control. We'll be launching immediately, so take a seat. Okay. It's them! Fire! Don't let them escape! Damn, why did we build our ships this sturdy? We're falling! It's fine, we'll correct shortly. There we go. I think they can just fly away. Hell with that. Sorry, the airships. Sorry, the airships. We're going after them. What? This is a radar, isn't it? There's 3 lights getting closer, I think. Pursue us. We need to evade them somehow. Oh, Joshua, you know how to fly an airship? The basics, at least. This ship doesn't have any armaments, however. This isn't the best situation for us to be in. Oh, great. Wait, why did you go for a ship with no weapons? The ship was undergoing maintenance, so the security was lighter. It was an emergency, so I didn't have time to be picky. An emergency? You don't mean the fact that I was caught on the Glorious? Enough. We're going to be flying rough, so hang on to something. What? Shit, this is bad. Those guys chasing us seem pretty good. The pilots have been put through one of the Society's piloting focused enhancement programs, most likely. They won't be very good at adapting to the unusual, but for the more common tasks like chasing down a ship, they're very good. I get it. They're like those guys from earlier. If they are bad at adapting, though, maybe we can use some kind of accident? Yeah, were we hit? No, wait, that wasn't our ship. That's... no way. The Bobcat, but why? Joshua! Joshua, you're on that ship, right? That voice. That voice. Yes, it's me. What are you guys doing here? I thought you'd be out of Liberl by now. Hey, my brothers got all worried that you might run into a problem. So we've been shadowing that flying whale for a while. Huh, really? Who was the one begging us to follow Joshua, looking all worked up and ready to faint? Kyle! Enough you two, and besides, lad, we have a little payback to give the society ourselves. We thought we could stick around here until we settled our other debt. I see. Thank you, you saved me. Yeah, you better be grateful. We've had an eye on you for a while and noticed you weren't firing back. There's some kind of problem? I had to take a ship with no armaments. It's proven to be a bit of an issue. I can imagine. What do we do then? Right then, we'll split them in two. We can probably lose one, right? One? No problem. It's a plan then. Blessings of Idios be with you. Joshua, take care, you hear me? Estelle, is anything on the radar? Nope, all lights are out, it looks like. Seems like we completely lost them. Good. I gotta say, I was surprised by the bandits. They're kind of okay. Never thought they'd show up out of the blue to save us like that. Maybe I've been a bit hard on them. It's true. I just saw us as two parties bound to a contract. But I suppose relationships between people aren't that simple. What's with this all of a sudden? Put two people together and maybe they'll fight. Maybe they'll be friends. All kinds of stuff can happen. That's just how people act, you know? Yes. How people act was never very clear in the world I lived in. Oh. Kill or be killed. Take or be taken from. Until I met you, my life was an endless cycle of such simplicity. But, even you had some good times with Löwe and your sister, right? Löwe told you about that, did he? It's true, I have those memories, but they feel like someone else's. What? After my heart was shattered, my memories of Hamel were no longer my own. I think it's because I gave up being human and chose to become a puppet. I do clearly remember my sister's death. She and I were attacked by a man lying in wait for stranglers. The man swatted me away and forced my sister to the ground. Oh! At the time I was too young to know what he probably meant to do. All I knew was that he was hurting my sister and I had a bad feeling, so I grabbed onto the man's back. I ended up getting crushed and thrown off immediately. Somehow though I had managed to get my hands on the man's gun. Thinking about it, I wonder, did I have a talent for killing people even then? I'd never even been taught how, but I still removed the safety and pulled the trigger with no hesitation. The man fell over, spewing blood from his mouth, looking confused. At that moment I finally realized I'd shot a man. He wasn't quite dead yet, though. He jumped up, carbide knife out, screaming and gurgling incoherently with murder in his eyes. I curled up and closed my eyes like I was being attacked by a wild animal. But there was no impact. I was embraced by something soft. When I opened my eyes, there was my sister, gently smiling at me. The man had collapsed at some point, and Löwe was standing there, dumbstruck with horror. My sister cradled by Löwe, gave me her harmonica. And then she closed her eyes. I remember every detail, you see. But even talking about it like this doesn't make me feel sad. It's just a slight tugging at the heart, like reading a stranger's diary. And the same is true of my time with you. No. I do think I was changed a little by touching your warmth. I learned happiness and joy with you and finally came to think of you as someone dear. But somewhere it all felt as if it was distant. I suspect that's what my real self was feeling. The empty void of the broken puppet that is Joshua Estelle. Gull Seaside Way. This is goodbye, Estelle. Please do not chase after me anymore. I was a little happy to see you one last time, but even so, we should not be together. Being with someone like me will never be good for you. And to be frank, you will only be a burden to me. So, you're a terrible liar, you know that? What? Joshua, listen. I've seen and heard a lot since you left. And now I think I understand. I understand the reason you left. The real reason. The one you haven't even admitted to yourself. You can't bear to be with me because your heart's broken? You feel like being with me is someone else's story that you can never, ever have? And come on, I'll be a bad influence on you. Or you'll hold me back. What? That's all a bunch of lies, every single one. Especially that last one. They aren't lies. No, Joshua, really, listen. I understand now. You're really scared. What? You think it's your fault that your sister died. And you'd never ever forgive yourself if something happened to me. That's why you ran away from me that night. Everything else was just pinned on it afterwards. That's ridiculous. Weissman's conditioning left me incapable of feeling fear. He took away my ability to feel it so that I wouldn't hesitate during an operation. You're a little off target, I'm afraid. No, darn it. I'm not talking about something that superficial. Joshua, you said you can't help but feel like your sister's death happened to someone else, right? Do you know why that is? Of course. It's because I'm a broken wreck of a human being. Nope, wrongo. We aren't letting self-pity get in the way here. Joshua, you just don't want to remember how awful it was when your sister died. How you blame yourself for it. Unconsciously, you've been trying to think of it as someone else's problems, to get away from it. A lot of people do that. And on that ship, don't tell me you weren't afraid there. I mean, it was a lot of work just to sneak on board, right? But you didn't even hesitate to help me escape. It's almost as if you're trying to get me away from danger as fast as you possibly could. Danger you were afraid of. You aren't a broken wreck, Joshua. You're just scared, mostly because you care for people so much it breaks your heart. And you're lying to yourself about it. That's how I see it, and I know I'm right. But that can't... Why? Can you... Have you forgotten, Buster? I'm Liberl #1 Joshua Watcher. Now that I know all about your past, too, I'm the biggest authority on Joshua Estelle in the world. I know more than Weissman or Löwe, even. Joshua scared and Joshua brave. Joshua lying and Joshua honest. My beloved Joshua. I finally found you, Joshua. I finally reached you. Stop! But I need to say this. I don't want to just be one person you feel like you have to protect. As long as I'm a racer, I can't stay away from danger. That's not gonna change, even if you leave again, Joshua. It's what I have to do to be who I am. And so, Joshua, let's make a promise. A promise? Let's go forward together from now on and protect each other equally. I'm strong enough to be able to cover your back now, Joshua. And if you're at my side, there's nothing I can't beat. No matter what kind of crazy nonsense the society throws at me, I won't die. So you don't need to be afraid for me anymore, I promise. Estelle, Why? How? I haven't been able to cry since Karin died. I could never even shed tears as an act, but now... it's okay. No one's looking. Cry as long as you want. Now, just hold you. Like this. That was a little embarrassing. No kidding. Oh, right. Here, let me return this. Oh. Seriously, Joshua, this is your only memento of Karin, right? You shouldn't just fob this off on others without thinking, buddy? Yes. It was a bit thoughtless of me, wasn't it? I was kind of wondering, what kind of person was she? What kind of person? She was friendly to everyone she met, kind almost to a fault. And she had dignity born of humility. She and LOVH, the LOVH of back then, were perfect together. I was always a little jealous of them as a child. Friendly, kind and dignified. So she was kind of like TloH then. It is a good comparison thinking about it. Karin didn't look like TloH. She had my eyes and hair, but they were similar in spirit. Estelle? Oh, nothing. Oh, speaking of TloH, you realized you worried her and everyone else sick too, and not just me, right? You have some serious groveling to do when we get back. Estelle, I don't... If you say something like, oh, I don't have the right to go back, I'm just gonna drag you back by your hair, okay? Sure, you're a wise man's spy, but you didn't even know it, right? Even helping the bandits get their ship back was done to try and stop the society, right? If you tell Dad about the society's plans, that'll make it even. That's what they call a plea bargain, right? That's not quite how a plea bargain works. Besides, if you want to stop the society, you can't get back on that ship, can you? In that case, your only option is to work with us, Buster. And if you hadn't been abducted, I could have destroyed the Glories as I originally planned. Yeah, sorry. Wait, hold on. How can you say destroy the Glorious so easily? I know it's the society we're talking about, but were you really going to kill them all? It will take nothing less to stop Weissman and LOVH. And even then, there's a decent chance that they'd survive the destruction of the Glorious. For the love of... No, actually, I think it's for the best I got caught. You're going to do something completely crazy, Joshua. You're all, hey Estelle, being all cute and naive again, aren't you? No, not at all. It's just that you've matured a lot as a person while we've been apart. But ultimately, you're still Estelle. That makes me happier than I thought possible. Oh, come on, Estelle. Why the heck does Joshua's smile still make my heart race? It's 'cause it's been a while, isn't it? It still gets me right there. Estelle? Hey. You got along pretty well with that tomboy, right? Tomboy? Oh, you mean Gisette. Well, at first we had our differences. Even so, we came to understand each other pretty well. By the end, I'd say. Understand each... Did you kiss her? What? Question. Answer. Give. Right. Of course I didn't. Our relationship wasn't like that. Oh, good. Well, then... Can I request a do-over of that night? A do-over? Oh. The first kiss is really important to a girl, you know? And it was all your fault that mine got wasted. So you've got to take responsibility, mister. Estelle. Estelle? I suppose I do. Hey, Joshua! The tomboy! What? You gotta wait too, huh? I was hoping you'd stay caught. Gee, maybe I should have thrown you at them as a distraction. As a distraction. But I don't think they'd like grimy tomboys. Come on, Josette, don't start a fight. You won't object to a brief truce, I hope, Miss Bracer. Yeah, well, you guys did save us back there after all. So, thank you, really. We wouldn't have made it without you. There's no need to thank us. Tch, I don't remember saving you. So just keep your thanks to yourself, okay? Okay, one of you is getting dragged off to prison after all, it looks like. That aside, Estelle, what are your plans now? Huh? We came to ask again if you wanted to come with us, but I'm thinking it looks like we don't need to even ask, huh? Yes, forgive me. I'm not really certain how things will go from here. Right now, though, I'll be traveling with Estelle. Joshua. Ha, I see. Whatever, at least there's still a chance. What? Joshua, remember! You get tired of Miss Airhead over there? Just come on back to us. You'll always have a place on the Bobcat, okay? Walk over here and call me an airhead one more time, you greasy tomboy. Thank you, Gisette. Don, Kyle. I owe all of you so much. Ah, that's our line, lad. Good luck and stay safe. Hopefully we'll meet again someday. Estelle? What is it? You do understand that the enemies we've made are overwhelmingly powerful. You were captured primarily as bait to lure me out, I suspect. That way the Glorious wouldn't be destroyed in Weissman's absence. Oh. And to be honest, Löwe probably could have saved the ship after kicking our bodies into the sea. I'm fairly sure the reason he didn't was out of pity. Pity at how weak I was, I mean. All of the enforcers are the same. In terms of pure power, they are all masters, far stronger than me, even Ren. We have picked what will probably be the hardest fight of our lives. Yeah. But I do promise. I promise I won't ever run from reality again. I will walk with you until the very end. Joshua, I promise too, to the very end. Chapter 6, The Whereabouts of Bonds. end. And with that, I hope I'll see you in the next episode as well. Until next time, bye bye.